Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Cougar House Garage. Today we're going to work on welding together our CNC carrier bearing crossmember we designed up and cut out yesterday and tacked together. We're going to fully weld it up and then put it in the chassis, weld it into the chassis, mount the carrier bearing driveline, mount it to the front of the fuel tank, and then possibly cut out the floor and lower the truck's cab down today for the driveline itself. But we'll see. We just got to get right into this, guys, and get started. So let's go. Now that we got this piece all made up, fully welded together, we're going to go ahead and test fit it in the frame. And then once we're satisfied with it fitting, then we'll go ahead and weld it in. I mean, there's not much else to say besides that, guys. It's doing that, and then we get to move on to figuring out the dropping the cab down. So, moving on. I'm moving some stuff around.
Oh, there's still a piece I gotta get out of the frame too. Okay. So basically, there.
Oh, it's so cool.
That's gonna have to slide in some freaking now. Beat it down.
got that welded in as much as we could. You can see these top sections, the way it's shaped, the way the frame is shaped. We could only get a little weld there. But we're able to get big welds on the insides of the frame. I don't know if you can see it. Pretty dark. But there's welds in there on the front and back of the cross member. And you know, it's just supporting the carrier bearing, so it'll be plenty strong enough for that. You know, so that's pretty awesome to me. Pretty successful afternoon, like I always say. But that's pretty awesome. So it's about 5:30 now. We close at 6, so we're not going to be able to get the cab down off of it. It's been up there for many months. But it'll be cool to get it down, and we'll figure out how we have to cut out this sloth here for the drive line. You know, as you guys can see here, it's up quite a bit higher than it used to be. So on the floor of the cab, you can see where it was right here, factory. So here's the front seat where your seats bolt on, this is where your feet go. So this is where the back passenger's feet go. But you know, only a little kid will be sitting in the middle, which will probably never even happen. So there being a channel here all the way to the back for the driveline to sit in, we'll be okay. It's not going to be a big deal to do that. So, alright, so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. We've got to pull out some wheel, like dolly things that we can put on the back here. You know, the ones that you put on each side of the tire and you step on it, jack it up. We have to put 2 of those on the back of it, and then that'll allow Brandon and I to put a jack on the front and scoot it over, because since we had to roll it out and roll it back in since we got the plasma table delivered, it's kind of off a little. So we'll do that in the morning, and we'll get into cutting out the floor then. We got the carrier bearing cross member fully welded up, and then we were able to get it put into the chassis of the truck, and we got it welded in. We weren't able to really weld the top. We were just able to do this little like 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch little weld at the top because of the way the frame is angled. You know, we made a box style cross member, but the frame is slightly curved up at the back, or kind of curves. So we couldn't weld on the top, but we were able to weld on the front and back sides of it. And then we were able to weld on the inside of the bottom section. So it's fully secure, super strong, plenty to support the carrier bearing in the front of the fuel tank. So that's a win, if you ask me. So in the next episode here, guys, I've mentioned the last couple days in these videos, we're trying to get the cab down so we can cut out the floor. So finally, tomorrow we'll move on to doing that. We have to get the cab and the frame kind of lined up. Like I was saying, we got the plasma table put in here, and we moved the truck in and out, and it didn't get exactly centered. So we'll do that in the morning, center up the truck, and then we'll lower down the cab, and then kind of mark and figure out where we have to cut the floor out for the driveline. Maybe the transmission too. We're not certain, but tomorrow it'll be all revealed. So we'll get the cab lowered down and move on to that then, guys. Well, hey, thanks for watching today. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think of that cross member. We think it's pretty dope. And you guys know the spiel. If you guys like Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook/Cougar House Garage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Follow along with the projects there. And we'll catch you in the next episode.